Hey friends, welcome to the video. Thank you so much for clicking on this one. If you're new, my name is Neil. We're talking what I want to happen. This is my bracket of wants versus prediction. We already talked about the prediction. My official prediction is out there. If you haven't seen that video, please go check it out. I just released it on the channel, but this is what I want to happen. I decided to wear a neutral Buffalo team here that's not in the playoffs, just to not show any maybe favoritism or whatnot. So let's go through this like I did in that last video, one round at a time. I'm going to tell you who I want to win every single matchup. I guess some of these matchups later on are based on what I want to happen in the first round, but let's get into it. Okay, up on the screen, first, we've got the entire list. Let's start off in the West. Colorado versus Nashville. Who do I want to win? I would be happy if either of these teams won, to be completely honest. I like Nashville and I really like Colorado, although I really do want to see Colorado have success because I think they deserve it. So I'm going to choose Colorado to win that series. Moving down the list, we got Minnesota versus St. Louis. Again, I'd probably be happy with either of these teams winning this series, but I'm going to give the nod to Minnesota. I would want them to win this series. Okay, Calgary versus Dallas. This one is a very difficult one for me actually because I like Dallas. I've liked Dallas for a long time, but Calgary's a Canadian team. I think they deserve to go deep in the playoffs. I think their fans deserve them to go deep in the playoffs. That arena in the playoffs is maybe unmatched. It's just incredible. So I'm going to choose Calgary to defeat Dallas as far as what I want. Now the last one, Edmonton versus LA. If you guys know my prediction, it might have shocked you a little bit, but I have the opposite opinion here. I want the Edmonton Oilers to defeat the LA Kings. That is my choice. I want to see Calgary versus Edmonton in the second round. That is what I want. Okay, moving back up to Colorado versus Minnesota. Who do I want to win there? I'm going to go with Colorado. So it goes back to who do I think maybe deserves to go deeper and not necessarily who I like more. I like Colorado more, but I think not that Minnesota doesn't deserve it, but I feel like they got the short end of the stick, and it was their own fault. I guess it's no one else's fault but theirs, but I just want to see Colorado go deep. I think I want to see McKinnon have success, a lot of success. Calgary versus Edmonton. This one's difficult because I want to see McDavid go far, but I like Calgary's one of my favorite cities in Canada. If not, it probably is my favorite city in Canada, if I'm being completely honest. I like a lot of players on Calgary, but I want to see McDavid go far. Like, this is the difficult part. I would say as far as jerseys go, like, not that really matters, jerseys and logos, I like Calgary's more. That didn't play into my factor, by the way. I just wanted to mention it. I'm going to choose Calgary. I would be happy either way, to be bluntly honest. I know Calgary Flames fans probably want me to go all in on Calgary, and Edmonton Oilers fans want me to go all in on the Oilers. I'd be happy either way, guys. I think there's lots of promise with both of those teams, and I'd really enjoy watching either team. So now we've got Colorado versus Calgary. This one's a difficult one. Colorado, one of my favorite teams, versus Calgary, a team that I really want to see go deep. I'm choosing Colorado. So that might be the safe bet for a lot of people because they're amazing this year, but this isn't a prediction. It is what I want, and I want the Colorado Avalanche to go to the Stanley Cup final. Let's go over to the East. We got Florida versus Washington. I want Florida. If you guys know, you probably know already, like from watching the channel, I want Florida to defeat the Washington Capitals, so that's my choice there. Toronto versus Tampa Bay. I did predict Tampa to defeat Toronto in this series, but I'm picking Toronto. I want Toronto to beat Tampa Bay. I want Toronto to get out of the first round. I want them to get a win under their belt. I want to see more Matthews. I want to see more Marner, and I want to see them elevate their game. So I really want to see them win that series. Moving down the list, I'm a Canadiens fan, so I got to cheer for Carolina here. I don't want Boston to beat Carolina, so definitely cheering for Carolina to win that one. And then the Rangers versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's had enough success in the last 10, 15 years, so I'm going to be cheering hard for the Rangers in that one. So now we got Florida versus Toronto and Carolina versus the Rangers. Let's talk Florida versus Toronto first. Like I said a minute ago, I'm a Canadiens fan, so I just can't bring myself, as much as I want to see Toronto fans enjoy like an actual playoff run, I can't bring myself to cheer for them over the Florida Panthers. So I want Florida to defeat Toronto in the second round if it happens. Moving down, we get the Rangers versus Carolina. This one's extremely difficult for me because I really like both teams. As soon as Carolina started to make the transition a couple of years ago, I was really appreciative of that, and I started to watch a lot more Hurricanes hockey. But then the Rangers almost did the same thing mid-season. They just switched it up, and I have so much respect for the Rangers. New York City is my favorite city in the entire world. So like, this is a very conflicting choice for me. I'm going to choose Carolina as who I want to move on, but I would not be disappointed in any way if the Rangers won. Okay, so we got Florida versus Carolina in the conference final. Well, Carolina did have some opportunity to go very deep in the playoffs in the last couple of years, and they didn't really get to the final dance. So I'm going to give it to Florida because I want Florida to go all the way. I'd like to see that franchise get more success, have the fan base grow down there, and be really successful from a financial and business perspective, and really generate some profit for the NHL, because they really haven't done maybe so much of that in the last 2 decades, 3 decades. So what's that leave us? That leaves us a classic 1996 Stanley Cup matchup, a rematch from all those years ago, back when Patrick Waugh was in net. And I think it was John Van Briesbroek, I think, was playing for the Panthers, and all the rats were raining down on Patrick Waugh. So we're going to a classic matchup here, Colorado versus Florida. I'd be happy either way. Obviously, other than my two teams I've picked here to go to the end, I'm going to choose Florida because Colorado's already won a Stanley Cup, multiple actually. Florida has not. They've only been to the finals once. They haven't won a lot of playoff series. I don't even remember the last time they won a playoff series. Like, it's been that long ago. It could be, if you told me that it was 25 years ago that that was the last time they won a playoff series, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. So not only do I want Florida to win one series, I want them to go all the way and win the Stanley Cup because I think it's good for hockey. Number one, it's good from a business perspective for Gary Bettman and for that franchise to generate more money and to grow the fan base. Number two, Florida has so many players individually that I love, and I would love to see them have success. And obviously, Joe Thornton's on the team as well, so there's also that factor playing in. I'd like to see him get a Stanley Cup. But again, even if Colorado won, I wouldn't be that upset. So there you have it. That's what I want to happen. This is what I want to happen. Last year, I did that, and my finals matchup, I think, was Montreal versus someone else. I can't remember because Montreal's my favorite team. Obviously, they're going to the end. They made the playoffs. But my want bracket was more accurate than my actual prediction bracket. So I don't know. Like, this bracket here could be more realistic or be more end up being true versus my prediction. Only time will tell. In 3 months from now, I have to look back on this and see which one was more accurate. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you guys want to play along in the bracket challenge, I did post a link to my league on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter. It's @PostAboShow. I just tweeted that the other day, so make sure you go check that out and join the league. And there's no password. You can just join, have some fun, and submit your bracket. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. If you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Enjoy the playoffs. Adios.